Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is June 3rd. Lisa, Scott, Robert in for Lydia this morning. We're going to talk a little bit about that wildfire smoke and air quality concerns improving. That's a bit of good news today. First, I want to remind you, of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning, right around this time. But it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. Love it when you join us live, though, or listen to it as a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, before we talk about today, which air quality is getting better. Yesterday was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
Terrible.
It was
like-
awful.
It was hard to breathe. You could smell the smoke. And then once that cold front moved in, it was like cold out. It was like the worst weather day.
It was genuinely one of the smokiest days I've ever experienced in
Yeah.
Fargo. It was awful outside. So what essentially happened was right before that cold front came through to push it all out, it brought a lot of it to the surface. So it made it a whole lot worse before it got better. And around that time zone, around I'd say 12 to 3 o'clock, that's when it looked like a barren wasteland out there in Fargo. Couldn't be outside for too long. Like you could have the smoke, just feel it in your lungs. But once that cold front came through, you were talking about how you were outside in the evening and it got cold and windy.
It did.
So luckily that helped push out that smoke, and we're looking a whole lot better today. Not
Good.
picture perfect, but we're still in the moderate category, but that's a whole lot better than the very unhealthy air quality index.
For sure.
So.
Some places, though, still dealing with some air
Yep.
that is not good yet.
So essentially that smoke that was with us yesterday, that has moved over into eastern parts of Minnesota. So Twin Cities, Duluth, they're experiencing some very poor air quality this morning, and they have to just wait for that to eventually move on out. But with some rain in Minneapolis right now, it does help get rid of some of that smoke, because when you have all that smoke in the air and it starts raining, all those rain particles can help just trap some of the dust into the raindrops, goes into the ground as opposed to still being in the air. So some good news there. But for us, we're just looking at improving air quality as the day goes on, and we'll look at some mostly sunny skies, and you actually can see a little bit of the blue sky today.
That'd be
so
nice.
That's been missing for a couple of days, but temperatures in the mid 70s, so we'll gladly take a little bit of a cooler day if it means we can actually walk around comfortably
We can
and
breathe?
outside.
Yeah.
Right, we can
So-
breathe. Yeah, that's kind of important. So.
Yeah, but luckily for Rib Fest these next couple of days, air quality should be a whole lot better outside in
Good
Fargo.
news.
So
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Rib Fest starts tomorrow.
Yep.
Yes.
So just heads up on that. And a couple chances for some sprinkles, though.
yeah, just some spotty showers. It's one of those classic summer days where if you're underneath a shower, it'll last for a couple minutes, move on out pretty quickly. So not a widespread rain event. Rib Fest should still be A-okay. And again, I would gladly take a spotty shower over what we had yesterday.
Absolutely, yeah.
For sure.
And the showers aren't today; they're tomorrow.
Yeah, we may see a very stray spotty cloud today, but the main shower chances will be tomorrow and into Thursday, and those are just afternoon pop-up showers. So
Okay.
not expecting too much there.
What about 10-day forecast? What's our general trend looking like?
Temperature-wise, really not seeing too much of departure from the mid-70s. We may see a stray day into the 80s, that being Saturday and then next Wednesday. But in terms of rain chances, we do have an overnight chance of thunder showers Saturday night into Sunday. But besides that, really just holding on to the mild temperatures, not really, again, deviating too much. No extreme heat or extreme cold.
Okay, good to know.
Sounds great. Thank you,
you.
Robert.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it.
Well, today, the man charged in a high-speed chase and officer-involved shooting will appear in Polk County Court. 34-year-old Caleb Kofi faces 5 charges in the case. Investigators say he sped through the Canadian border crossing in Pembina. He ended up in a ditch in Crookston and then got out of his vehicle with a gun in his hand. That's when a police officer shot Kofi in the leg. Today's court date is a motion hearing where legal issues are usually addressed before the trial.
Happening today, you might see police with guns at the Horace High School. The West Fargo Police Department and Fire Department are teaming up for an active shooter training today. It goes from 8 o'clock to 6, so it just started about 10 minutes ago or so. It can look very real, but don't worry, they are just doing training.
A new voter education law goes into effect July 1st in Minnesota, and it affects a lot of us. If you're 21 or younger, you'll have to get an operator's permit this year. Next year, the same requirement will apply to anyone 26 or younger. 2027 goes to 31 and 41 in 2028. So think about everyone in your family, your kids, really starts to add up. It only costs $35. You can take the course online. There are exemptions, including anyone who is U.S. Coast Guard certified or visiting from out of state.
I have a feeling some folks are not going to love having to get that, but
No,
we're trying to keep people safe, I guess. So and that's
Keep
important.
that in mind, yep.
2 former city commissioners want to change how Fargo picks its leaders and how the city is governed. Tony Gehrig and Arlette Preston are preparing a petition to change Fargo city government from a city commission to a city council. That means the city would be divided into wards or districts, and then each ward would elect its own city council member, and Fargo's mayor would only be allowed to vote as a tiebreaker. Mayor Tim Mahoney argues the city commission works as it is currently. Fargo City Attorney and the Auditor's Office must approve the ballot initiative before organizers can begin collecting signatures for a petition.
Well, if you've been dreading the closing of Toasted Frog in downtown Fargo, you don't have to worry anymore. The restaurant will be staying open under new ownership. They plan on keeping the same staff too, so that's really great news. The deal is expected to become official sometime in August. The big question though, will fried pickles be sticking around? And yes, the new owner said they will stay on the menu.
That's
So,
the important thing.
you know, really that's what matters most.
For sure. People, of course, were very sad when they found out
Yep.
that would be closing. One, because of those fried pickles in a business that people like. So it's good that it's staying around.
It is great news.
This morning, there is new leadership in our weather department. We're happy to announce Jessie Ritka, who's going to be our new chief meteorologist. Of course, she's replacing John Wheeler, who retired just a couple weeks ago. But Jessie, of course, no stranger to our viewers. She's been with us for 5 years. She's done about every show we've had. First News, the 11, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Now she will primarily be on the 6 and 10. And of course, she's going to do a great job like she's always done.
Yeah, congratulations to Jessie. We're so lucky to have her, so that is great news.
Absolutely.
Hot Mic with Don Mizzo coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also streaming on Inforum.com. 2 spring sports teams continued their dominance over the weekend. Stars from both teams will be on the show with Dom from Central Cass Softball and Cheyenne Baseball. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
Don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you could get an all-access pass to our website, Inforum.com. Just visit Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal.
Join us for our next newscast. It's coming up at 11 this morning, and then we have you covered starting again at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
All right, First News returns tomorrow morning from 5 to 7, so you can join the show then. I won't be here for a week. I got a big weekend ahead.
You want to tell everybody what's
Getting
going
married on Saturday,
All right.
so
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
congratulations to
Me and my
Scott as well.
fiance. So that's on Saturday, and so I'll be taking a week off to prepare and then just enjoy some time off. So
Well, congratulations early to you.
thank you, appreciate it. See you guys next week, Thursday.
Have a good one, everyone.